Hello everybody, this is Tommy from Capital Discount Nutrition. Today I want to talk about calcium supplements. I want to highlight one of our best calcium supplements that we have, which is Garden Life's raw calcium. Now the raw calcium is very interesting. By far one of the best calcium supplements that we have in our mineral section. The raw calcium is derived from algae. It's called AlgaCal. It's a very absorbable form of calcium. Now, there's a lot of news coming out about calcium deposits in the body, calcification, and it's definitely a concern for a lot of people because now they're showing that this calcium and this calcification, these calcium deposits, can lead to arteriosclerosis and other kinds of varying problems in the body. They're even linking it to rheumatoid arthritis. There's even now a scientific theory, still a theory, about these nanobacteria. These very small, bacteria that exist in the body, and they actually have an oyster-like shell, which is made from calcium, and they form in a geometric pattern. Now, this is still a theory, but it's still one theory that you don't want to really call into question, at least then not of yet, until we have the empirical criteria to really kind of see if this is true or not. But they show that an excess amount of calcium in the body can be used by these nanobacteria for their shell, and then they continually grow. It's kind of like a hardening, in the varying parts of the body, like the joints and the arteries. So you really want to be careful with what types of calciums that you supplement with, especially for men. The research shows that supplementing with calcium for men can cause a lot of these degenerative diseases and these issues. So the Garden Life raw calcium, Garden Life as always is very cognizant about where they source out the raw material for the products. One of the things that I like about Garden Life is they're not just buying products that's sold on the side of the road cheaply. They're very cognizant, very careful about where they source out the raw material for their products, and this shows with the raw calcium. They do have the AlgaCal in there, and AlgaCal, if you do a research on it, is a very absorbable form of calcium. The magnesium in here is also derived from this algae, and it's very absorbable. It has a better affinity actually being taken up by the bone as opposed to depositing in soft tissue, feeding those nanobacteria. So like the raw calcium, when you take it, it's going to have a very high absorption rate. This one also has vitamin K2, boron, selenium, vanadium. All these different herbs or these different minerals are really important for the proper absorption of calcium, especially vitamin K2. Vitamin K2, now they're showing, research is showing how important it is to take along with calcium because it's able to pull calcium from the blood and layer it on the bone. K2 also is really important for reducing the activity of osteoclasts. Now, osteoclasts are a type of bone cell that eats up old bone cell, kind of clearing the way for new bone to be formed. But they're showing that in postmenopausal women, that osteoclasts can be overactive. So vitamin K2 has an ability to reduce the osteoclasts, reduce their activity, kind of modulating them so they're not overactive, and then helps with the formation, along with vitamin D3, of osteoblasts. And osteoblasts are basically new bone cells coming in. Women with osteopenia, the research has shown, will usually have osteoclasts that are overactive. So one of the best ways to kind of correct that is to take a good calcium supplement, but not just calcium, magnesium. Remember, you want the boron, vanadium, vitamin K2, all these different minerals work together. They keep with mineral homeostasis, and they help pull calcium from the blood, layer it on the bone. They help reduce the activity of the osteoclasts, remember, which are those bone cells that bore out all that old bone, all that debris to make way for the new bone, but they can be overactive. So K2 naturally will help modulate that, will naturally help reduce their activity, and then help with the formation of osteoblasts. And osteoblasts are very important for the formation of new bone. So the raw calcium, Garden Life, one of the best calcium supplements that we have in the stores. They do have a Grow Bone kit, which is the raw calcium, the vitamin D3, the boron, vanadium, all the minerals, plus they have added strontium. Now strontium is derived from the algae too. Now strontium, in the periodic element of table 92, strontium is in between calcium and magnesium, And a lot of companies have actually overlooked the role that strontium plays in bone formation. Gardner Life, of course, is always looking at the research, latest research, and is very cognizant about when they formulate the products, found that strontium is fairly important to take along with calcium and magnesium and vitamin K2 and vitamin D3 and boron, vanadium, and these all work together to help with the formation of new bone and naturally modulate the osteoclast and the osteoblast. So yeah, definitely one of the best calcium supplements we have in store. Thank you very much, and please visit us at capitalnutrition.com. Thank you.